Okay, so now on to another example looking at maps and scale drawings with a second case. This time looking at the scale, which is in a different format. So it's saying here that you've got the scale 1 to 500, and it just basically means that what you see on the map is 500 times smaller than what is in real life. Or you could say that in real life, it's 500 times bigger than what you see on the map. Now, the units here aren't given, but it doesn't matter because you're just saying it's 500 times bigger in real life. Okay, so you can really choose the unit, but because when we measure things, nearly all of the times when we measure stuff on our ruler, we measure things in centimeters. So I'm going to go and rewrite this straight away as 1 centimeter on the map is the same thing as 500 centimeters in real life. So we've got the map ratio to the real life ratio. Okay, and question A is saying, how far is it in meters? That's important, so let's give that a highlight in meters. There we go, from the Olympic Stadium to the velodrome. Okay, let's go and find that on the map. Let's get the ruler out of the way for the time being. Also, let's just make it a bit smaller so we can, it's not taking up all the room. So let's put it over here. So, right, the Olympic Stadium to the velodrome, and I've got to go and find these on the map, so let's do that. So the Olympic Stadium is over here, nice and easy to find. Let's just give that a bit of a highlight so we can see it, and the velodrome is over here, nice and easy. Okay, perfect. And let's go and do that. Let's go mark this in with a ruler. So we're going from the velodrome, and again, you could choose a line. Look, it's up to you where you put it, but you want to try and put it kind of in the middle of that word. So the velodrome, let's do it a little bit thicker. So the velodrome into the Olympic Stadium, so kind of roughly in the middle. Oh, mine's glitching out a little bit. Let's do that again. Velodrome, Olympic Stadium, or for some reason mine's glitching out. That's going to have to be my best, but that will do. And then let's go and get our ruler and put it down over here, and let's go for 0, perfect. And it's already lined up. That's brilliant. Up to, so 0 is lined up, and we're going up to 13.3. Okay, so that is a distance of 13.3 centimeters. Okay, so let's go and use our ratio, which is now up here, which is saying that you've got 1 centimeter on the map is 500 centimeters in real life, and you've just measured a distance of 13.3 centimeters. And again, it's really handy if you have the first number here to be a 1. It's called the unitary method. You can easily upscale. You can just times through by 13.3, so you can do 1, and you can times that by 13.3, because that gives you 13.3, and do the same thing over here. You can go and times through by 13.3. Now 500 times 13.3 is equal to 6650, so 6,650 centimeters, which is good. Okay, now the issue here is that's fine, that is correct. It's 6,000. So the velodrome to the Olympic Stadium is 6,650 centimeters apart, but you've got to get it into meters. Okay, so we've then got to go and know that 100 centimeters is the same thing as 1 meter. Sorry, I'm just going to put my phone on to silent mode. So 100 centimeters is the same thing as 1 meter. So to get from 6,650 centimeters into meters, you've now got to go and divide through this number by 100. Okay, so it's still going to be, right, 13.3 centimeters. Now into meters, if you do 6650 and you divide it by 100, you're going to get 6650 divided by 100 is simply going to be 66.5 meters. And that makes sense because, right, the Olympic Village, if you know what it is, this is where the 2012 Olympics in London was held. To get from one place to another place, it isn't a huge distance. Now, because when I've snipped this onto the document, the proportions might have changed a little bit. So it might actually be a little bit too close, but that seems sensible. Okay, it's not a crazy answer. So there you go. So 13.3 centimeters is 6,650 centimeters, which is the same thing as 66.5 meters, and it's got to be a meter, so that's good. So that is your answer. So 66.5 meters, okay, is your answer. Good. Nice question for that one. Let's do it in yellow so you can make it see it a little bit easier. Okay, good. Next question. Let's have a look. it is saying, how far is it from in meters again, from the BMX track to the aquatics centre? So again, it's got to be in meters. We're looking at the BMX track to the aquatics centre. So let's go and find those on the map. BMX track is this one here, and the aquatic centre is over here, which is nice. Okay, let's go and do this in green. Let's do it in pen, green, thick pen. So BMX track over here to the aquatic centre. Ooh, that's not what I wanted at all. Over here to up here. Perfect. And let's go and now measure it over here. Let's bring this down to here. Kind of get our ruler ready, and that looks pretty good. And let's line it all up. So there, up in 2. Let's have a look. So we're starting at 0, going up to, it's about 12.8, I would say. Okay, so 12.8 centimeters, and let's go and do this again using our ratio, which is up here, which is you've got 1 to 500. So I'm going to have to scroll down a little bit and say this. We've got, again, from the start, we've got 1 centimeter is the same thing as 500 cm, and we've just measured it to be 12.8, so you've got 12.8 centimeters on the map, and we've got to upscale now by timesing through, by 12.8, doing the same thing over here by timesing by 12.8. Okay, and 500 times 12.8 is going to give you an answer of 6,400. So 6,400 centimeters. Okay, but again, right, you've got the distance in real life in centimeters. You want it to be in meters, and to get from centimeters to meters, you've got to go and divide this number now by 100, because 100 centimeters is 1 meter. So 12.8 centimeters is the same thing. If you divide that by 100, you're going to be knocking off 2 zeros. Let's do it that's fine actually. So it's going to be 64 meters. Okay, so the answer is going to be 64 meters. So it's a little bit of a shorter distance than in the previous question. But that is your answer, 64 meters. And there we go. And let's zoom out so you can see everything in one. And let's just drag this. You see all of that? You can. Perfect. Okay, hopefully that was useful, and we'll look at another example in the next video on maps and scale. Thank you for watching.